Hey everyone, if you're in the market for a new iPad mini, you're in the right place. What we're going to be doing in this video today is we're going to be doing an unboxing video of the iPad mini 5, as well as a case and glass screen protector that I ordered off of Amazon. The links to those products can be found down in the description below. Also, we're going to be comparing the specs of the iPad mini 5 to the iPad mini 4, and finally we're going to be taking a look at the Wi-Fi and cellular model data packages available to you if you do decide to go with that model. Also, what you're going to be able to find in this video is you're going to be able to find the timestamps to each thing that I do. So if you're not interested in one aspect of it, but you're really looking for another part, you can skip around to the video and use it as desired. So please be sure to take a look at that. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. So there's a couple of key points that I like to hit while the unboxing video is rolling. So first, let's talk about the specs from the iPad mini 4 versus the new iPad mini 5. The iPad 4, mini 4 was released on September 9th, 2015, so it's been a while since Apple has released a new iPad. The wait is over with the iPad mini 5, which was released on March 18th, 2019, so this one is just a little under a month old. So the differences between the iPad mini 4 and 5 aren't necessarily noticeable on the surface. It's what's under the hood is what people are taking notice to. Size, weight, screen size, resolution, and operating system is the same with both, but now the iPad mini 5 has only two options for storage, the 64 gigabyte, which is this model, or the 256 gigabyte. Whereas the iPad mini 4 was available in 16, 32, 64, and 128 gigabyte. The next difference is the processor. The new iPad mini 5 is equipped with the Apple A12 Bionic, where the previous model has the Apple A8 chip. So what does that mean in English? That just means that the iPad mini 5 is about 3 times faster than the previous iPad mini 4. So next, let's talk about the megapixels in the camera, specifically the one in the front. So both iPads we've been comparing have an 8 megapixel rear-facing camera. However, the iPad mini 5's front-facing camera has been upgraded to a massive 7 megapixel front-facing camera, whereas the iPad mini 4 has a 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera. So that is a pretty huge upgrade. The 5th gen is running Bluetooth 5.0, where the 4th gen is running 4.0 Bluetooth. Both charge via lightning cable and are both available in silver, gold, and space gray. Okay, so one thing that I also did want to mention is that the Apple iPad mini 5 comes in two storage options, 64 gigabytes and 256 gigabytes. The 64 gigabyte has a Wi-Fi and a Wi-Fi and cellular option. The Wi-Fi retails at $399. Wi-Fi and cellular retails at $529. Whereas the 256 gigabyte, the Wi-Fi model retails at $549. And the 256 gigabyte Wi-Fi and cellular retails at $679. All right, so the glass is on, and as you could tell, there's really no air bubbles that you can visibly see. It fits really, really great. So we're just gonna power it on for the first time here. And there's the hello and bonjour. And you know, it's kind of hard to tell the size of the iPad mini, but if you look at my hand, I mean, it's a little bit bigger than my hand. You know, a lot of reviews say that they like that it could fit in one hand, and I like that as well. Like, you can just completely palm it, really. And what else is nice is the typing on it. You could type with two hands without feeling like you're stretching with your thumbs. It's kind of like a cell phone almost. So that is one really cool thing. All right, so I'm gonna do the quick start. And now we're going to transition to putting the case on. So this case here is from the same company, ESR, and the link to both of the glass screen protector and the ESR case can be found in the description. But you know, what I like about this one is that it has a hard back to it. You know, some of the other ones from iPad, it's just this part, it's just this folding flap, and then it connects on the side with a magnet. That's cool and all, and they're like, I think they're 25 bucks. But it leaves, the unprotected metal in the back, exposed to being scratched, dented, dinged, or whatever. So I really, really like this option. And this company is nice too. It has all the cutouts in the right space for the volume. The camera is cut out, and even the little microphone in the back, that position has changed. That's cut out in the back as well. And then you have your 3.5 millimeter audio jack. That cutout is perfect as well. And it does have a magnet in the front, so it has a nice, I would say, strong magnet. And it does shut off the screen when you close it. So overall, for $11 off Amazon, I think this is a great, great case compared to the alternative, just the magnetic sleeve from Apple for $25. I'd say this is a way, way better buy. And there's me trying to figure out how to use the folds to prop it up. I couldn't figure it out, but there it is there. So you can put it on the desk. It's a nice old school style. Okay, so the last thing that I'd like to talk about today is the different options that are available if you were to buy your iPad from the Apple Store. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my settings, and this is where I access my cellular data plan options. So we have AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, Always Online, and GigSky. And then there is another option there. I think it asks you to scan a QR code. So maybe from your provider you get a piece of paper printed out that you would scan. But I just wanted to open up each option here and just show you just about what you could expect to be getting charged for each option. So let's start with AT&T. So it looks like you can add to your AT&T data plan if you have one. You can activate a new standalone data plan for $14.99 a month. I wonder how much data you actually get for $15 a month. You could purchase prepaid data plans and et cetera, et cetera. I don't know if it's unlimited or not. I'm just going to click on it. Yeah, so you have to log in. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's unlimited. If you do know this, why don't you put it in the comments to let everybody know? That would be a really, really big help. All right, so let's take a look at Sprint. Okay. Scroll down a little bit. So those are the different plans offered from Sprint. You can get a day pass, a week pass, or by the month. All right. So 1 gigabyte per month for $15. I'm not too sure. The 3 gigabyte data plan for me personally would probably make more sense. But $35 a month, not too bad, I guess. Check out T-Mobile. All right, so they're running an exclusive right now. So by the time you're watching this video, I don't know if that'll still be available or not, but it says 5 gigabyte of data for 5 months, only $10. And then underneath it, it's super small to see, but I think it says available until depleted or 5-month pass activation. So whichever comes first. So you just get 5 gigabytes for 5 months. So if you don't use it, it goes away after 5 months, or if you use it, it's gone. So that's kind of what that is, which is pretty reasonable if you wanted data for 5 months. That'd be a pretty good option, I guess. And then let's just take a look at Always Online. Okay, so this is a different company. You can buy it by the hour, by the day, by the megabyte, and we're going to click on View All plans here. So by the hour, 4G LTE data by the hour, it's 99 cents an hour for 100 megabytes. By the day, 500 megabytes for $4 a day. Or by the megabyte, if it'll open for me. $8 for 1 gigabyte, $23 for 3 gigabytes, and 5 gigabytes for $35. So those are just some examples of the plans that you can get if you do decide to get the cellular iPad from the Apple Store. Let us know in the comment section if you do know more about this. What if maybe, for example, you buy an unlocked iPad from Amazon. Is this what unlocked is? I'm not too sure. Also remember, if you do go with AT&T, it does lock you out from going back and switching your data plan around. But from what I've heard, Sprint and T-Mobile does not, and I am not sure at all about Always Online and Gig Sky. So once again, if you do know any more information that you could help some other people out, let them know in the comments section. We really appreciate it. So another thing that I thought that is worth mentioning is the compatibility with the iPad mini 5 to the Apple Pencil. So that does now work with the iPad mini 5. It is very accurate. The only drawback that some people have been saying is that the second generation of Apple Pencil does not work with the iPad mini 5 because it charges wirelessly, and there's nowhere for that to do that on this model. So you do have to revert back to the first gen iPad Pencil. Another app that people have been saying that is good is Paperly. I haven't had the chance to check it out yet, but if that's something that you're interested in to do art, that is a good option for this iPad. Okay everyone, so that was my first video on just my kind of unboxing, review, tips and tricks of the iPad mini 5. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave that in the comments section. I will try and get to all of your questions and try and help out as much as I can. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel so that I can bring more content to you like this. Have a great day.